Match of
Welcome
the night
back. Oklahoma State leading 20-6, partly because of this match of the night.
Yes, Carter Young versus Mosier Schwartz. A lot of action, a lot of flurries. Takedown by Young. They were in this position a couple of times in the center of the mat, on the edge of the mat. Little dive roll here by Schwartz. That's where they challenged the lock hands and won that call. Big win by Carter Young right there, upsetting the number 7 ranked guy in the nation.
And it'll come out for 197. We're going to see a couple of former high school teammates. The favorite, Luke Surber, 17th ranked, Oklahoma State, 16-6, a junior from Tuttle. And against Carson Berryhill, 5-10, redshirt junior from Tuttle for Oklahoma. And as you said, Surber's a little bit bigger than the last time they were teammates.
Yeah, so this is an interesting plot right here. Actually, there's 3 young men from Tuttle here with Plott, these 2 as well. But what's interesting is when they were in high school, Surber was 152 pounds, while Carson Berryhill wrestled at 195. And now,
so Surber's up about 45 pounds from where he was in high school.
Right. You know, so
good scramble there. Good move by Berryhill there momentarily.
Yep.
Now he's just 5-10, but you know he'd love to go out and beat his old high school teammate. Of course, Surber was a little guy. Surber a double leg, Carter a sprawl, Berryhill a sprawl. This should be interesting. Another one of those Oklahoma matchups.
Another Oklahoma matchup.
And even same school matchup.
Yeah, same school matchup. Obviously, same state matchup. Obviously, in our heavyweight match, too, both of those gentlemen are from Oklahoma as well.
And, of course, Surber became a hero for Oklahoma State fans with the pin of Keegan Moore in the duel back in December. And there's Berryhill in on another shot. Surber has not protected his leg very well, but he's long. He scrambles, goes to the side, and kind of like the move against Keegan Moore.
Right. Like I said, Surber's extremely comfortable in those positions when these guys are in on his legs. Matter of fact, he was extremely comfortable last year when those heavyweights were in on his legs.
He's got a lot of leverage. 8'97", he's tall. If he gets the hips back, you have a hard time scoring on him.
Yes, and he is a good scrambler for his size.
So he leads 2-0. Opening minute 45 shoves Berryhill away.
Surber has been the aggressor, no doubt. Taking a look at this takedown for Surber. Berryhill was in on the shot.
Berryhill shot.
Yeah, got those hips back, kept the hip pressure, picked up that ankle, sat him down, broke the lock, got over that leg, secured his 2 points.
Berryhill's made 2 good shots, almost got countered out of one and did get countered out of the next one. There's Surber on a high crotch. Elevator tried by Berryhill, not there, but he got rid of the leg hold. So still 2-1. Surber with that long reach, wondering if he can get to a high crotch, but no. Head still trapped by Berryhill until Surber breaks free. 30 seconds left in the first.
Surber's been extremely aggressive this period. There's another shot.
I think he's made 3 and Berryhill's made 2, so they haven't just been standing around.
I have not seen that outside step. That's what Surber was doing such a good job when he was wrestling Rocky Elam here against Missouri, was that outside step knee pull.
5 seconds. So Surber takes a 2-1 lead. It'll be his choice. He chooses bottom.
27 seconds of ride time in Surber's favor.
Let's see the strategy on both ends here. Surber likes to reverse, but we'll see if that's the strategy here. I haven't seen Berryhill enough to know what his forte is. On top, Berryhill to his feet, getting rid of the waist hand, so Berryhill just shoves him away. So 3-1 Surber after the escape. He still has 20 seconds riding time, so going to the third, if nothing else happens, we'll have to watch that. These guys have been active, though. I think you'll see scoring in this period.
Yeah, they have. Some good hand fights, some good offensive attacks, some good counters. We talked about the new age 197s or the new age bigger guy wrestling. It's definitely fun to watch.
And especially if you see guys moving up from 2 or 3 weights from high school where they learn to wrestle more like a middleweight, because they were.
Yeah, they were middleweight, right?
The guys coming down from 220 or so sometimes aren't as active or as skillful at 197. Sometimes. Although Oklahoma has one coming in, Stephen Buchanan, who's pretty darn good at 197. Transferred from Wyoming. If you recall him, he's third in the NCAA a year ago, transferred in. He'll be their starter at 197 in the fall.
Has 2 years remaining.
They look forward to having him. He's a heck of a wrestler.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Hard worker. Everyone's really high on him.
35 seconds here in this second period, Jay.
Go back to the Big 12. 197 as Surber's in on the leg and then gets almost taken down.
Nope.
Oh, locked him up. What's happening here? Somebody might
got
be
hit
in trouble.
Front.
Nobody.
No, nothing yet.
No takedown. Out of all that, no points.
Yes.
I was going to say, looking back 2 years ago, 197, when Buchanan was at Wyoming. You had Buchanan at Wyoming, A.J. Ferrari at Oklahoma State, Woodley from Oklahoma, Tanner Sloan from South Dakota State, and who am I leaving out? Noah Adams from West Virginia. That was an absolutely dynamite weight class. They were all in the top 10 nationally.
Good flurry there by both these wrestlers.
That was a fun one there.
Yes, it was.
Almost about 6 points, but no points. 3-1. Surber the lead.
Coach is telling Surber to stay loose over there.
20 seconds riding time, so Berryhill needs to get out of there.
Yeah.
Can't afford to stay underneath too long.
Surber needs to get a big return here. Good return if he can.
And he does. 35 seconds riding time.
He's got to go hunt that wrist down. Berryhill's trying to keep that wrist from him.
I want him to get up for only one reason. I want to see another scramble like that last one we had. That was fun. Now he gets 4 points. That's a quad. Oh, Surber turns back, hangs in there, and the riding time's about to hit a minute.
Yep.
And it does right there. So that puts a little more pressure on Berryhill to figure out something.
Yeah, stalemate there. Surber was trying to drive his knee into Berryhill's chest, kind of keeping his hips up there. 105 ride time for Surber right now.
Yeah, 1:15 left in the match, so Berryhill needs to get moving, get out of there, get it to within 1 point, find a way to get a takedown to get rid of that riding time.
That's definitely a caution.
Caution on Surber. He says, oh, I was only about 2 seconds early. Quickly to his feet is Berryhill. Surber, another good mat return. Trying to roll him for two.
Trying to get a little cheap tilt in there. I mean, Surber did a good job of putting him down to the mat, and as soon as he did, taking that left hand and getting a real good tight waist on Berryhill and trying to tilt him to the right-hand side.
So Surber maintaining that control, keeps that tight waist. Well, I thought it was a tight waist. He's got the hand trapped underneath, actually, instead of a tight waist. Putting a lot of pressure on Berryhill, and he might be getting a little tired because he's been under quite a while. It's up to 140 now, the riding time. And Surber's been very active.
Yes, he has.
He's not sitting back and relaxing.
Staying busy on top. 30 seconds left.
So 3-1 on the board, but riding time is locked. So it's 4-1. Berryhill to his feet again. Surber return here. On his back briefly, but not for 2 counts. Berryhill initiated that. He was going to try to do a little side roll out of there, it looked like.
Going for something there.
Surber caught him, but not long enough for 2. Final 10 seconds. Riding time is over 2 minutes. It'll be 2:20 riding time, and Surber rides it out to win it. 4-1, and the Cowboys lock up the duel, of course, as they already had in the previous match. 23-6, with only the big guys remaining.
Yep, here we go, down to the big boys.
This should be an interesting match. It was 2-1.